Stay here. I'll be back.
I promise I will never even think about going up in a tall building again. Oh God, please don't let me die.
How's it going, guys? Apologies it's been so long, there's just been a lot of things going on, and I'm here finally with part 2 of my top 100 films. Now, in making this list, there was a lot of things I had to think about, a lot of things I had to take into consideration, and as a result there's quite a lot of groups of films in this here, by which I mean you'll see the originals and sequels as well, and again it's a very, very random list, but the basic rules I've applied to it are that they have to be movies that I've seen more than once, they have to be movies that I enjoy, and they have to be movies that mean something to me personally. I mean, you know, you're not going to see very recent movies in this list, I will say that. Maybe a couple because they've blown me away. But anyway, guys, I'm wasting time, so let's get in to part 2. Once again, no edits, and hope you enjoy this part 2 as well. So anyway, number 74, just watched this the other day again, and I'm reminded just how much I love it. Smokey and the Bandit, absolute classic with Burt Reynolds and Jackie Gleason. Great late 70s comedy movie and action movie as well, brilliant. Number 73, The Naked Gun with the late great Leslie Nielsen. Number 72, Last Action Hero. The Arnold impression will get better as the list goes on. Number 71, Green Street. Any football fan, especially in the UK, should watch this movie. And I'm ashamed if they've all seen it anyway. It's one of the most well-known movies about football hooliganism. Number 70, we'll have Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. I just got the first 3 actually on Blu-ray, the whole trilogy. Yes, even Spider-Man 3. And the Blu-rays are great, and I love first Sam Raimi Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man is absolutely nothing compared to it. That's just my opinion, of course. Number 69, quite appropriately, we have Fatal Attraction, starring Michael Douglas and Glenn Close. It's about a man played by Douglas who he has an affair with Glenn Close, but she turns out to be batshit crazy. That's essentially the plot of the movie. Number 68, we have Face Off. I've done a review for this actually in my 18 Years, 18 Films series. Love Face Off. Number 67, of Con Air, with Nicolas Cage with long hair and a southern accent, telling people to put bunnies back in boxes. It's quite interesting. Number 66, we have First Blood, or Rambo First Blood if you prefer. Sylvester Stallone gives a very understated performance in this. Very understated and very underrated in my opinion. Although it's one of the movies he's most famous for. Okay, now this is where it gets random. Number 65, we have Scream 2. And number 64, we have Scream. Now, obviously Scream's higher on the list, but I've always really liked Scream 2 as well. Scream 3 was alright, as it wasn't worthy of the list, and Scream 4, just no. But Scream's a great horror movie by the late Wes Craven. Number 63, I need glasses, guys. Number 63, we have Rambo 3. Again, I love, the Rambo series is one of the series I just love it. like all the movies. And guys, there's the light's coming off my laptop screen. That's the only light I can use for now. But wait a second. Let me just check this. A little bit better. Oh, we'll go with this. But anyway, guys, Rambo series, absolutely love it. Rambo 3. And then number 62 with First Blood Part 2. Again, that's above Rambo 3 and even the first one. I think it is great. He goes back into Vietnam. Number 61, Airplane, one of my favourite comedy movies. Just great. Number 60, we have the original Star Wars trilogy. The prequel trilogy are not on this list at all. While I do see the redeeming features of the prequel trilogy, the original trilogy is just 10 times better. Number 59 is a personal childhood favourite. It absolutely is. George of the Jungle. I had the VHS of this, and I don't know how many times I watched it. I must have almost worn the tape out. I watched it that much. It just and I've been watching it lately. Just revisiting the childhood on just watching it online, and it just gets better. In my opinion, it's not the best movie, but I just love it. Number 58. Come on, you piece of shit, fly or die! Commando. Watch Commando. Just please watch it, guys. Number 57, we have Home Alone. I decided not to put any of the sequels, even Home Alone 2, on the list, because you can't beat the original, in my opinion. Number 56, we have Johnny English. Rowan Atkinson, what more do you want? 55, we have Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End. Not that piece of shit fourth one, and we'll have to wait to see the fifth one, but I've always loved the first three pirate movies. Even the third one, which gets a lot of shit, I think, and undeservedly so. I mean, I've always really liked it. I mean, yes, it is overly long, but you gotta understand there are things that people like. Number 54, A Clockwork Orange, one of Kubrick's greatest, I think, and it's a very surreal movie, a very fucked up movie as well, if you ever watch it. Continuing the theme of Kubrick, 53, Full Metal Jacket. Now, I think most people will agree that the first 20 minutes to 45 minutes, I don't know the approximate time, but basically all the bits with R. Lee Ermey playing the gunnery sergeant are the best bit of the movie, and after that it kind of goes down a bit. So for that reason I've put it this high up on the list. And again, continuing Kubrick, 52, The Shining. Jack Nicholson's greatest performance in my opinion, and he's basically playing himself in the movie. Number 51, Demolition Man. Very underrated Stallone movie in my opinion. It's him and Wesley Snipes, and it's set in 2032, which actually, if you think about it, guys, is not that far away from us right now. I mean, yes, it's another 16 years from now, but, it was made back in 1997, so back then it was quite far away, and they're not far off what technology is going to be. And closing this part of the list off at number 50 is Rambo from 2008. In my opinion, it's the best out of the series, and it's my favourite out of the series because it goes ultraviolet. Sorry, not ultraviolet. What the fuck am I talking about? It's over the top at some points, but it's a great war movie and it's really realistic. And Stallone directed it. I don't know if he directed any of the other ones, but watching documentaries, I can simply say he definitely directed this one, and it's very well shot and very brutally realistic in my opinion. So anyway, guys, that was part 2 of my top 100 films list. There's another 2 parts to go, and at this stage it's getting really hard to place things on it because I know I'm going to it's inevitable, I'm going to end up leaving things out and things that I maybe want to say about certain movies. But at the end of the day, it's my list and I can put whatever I want on it. But I'm just saying now, I know I'm going to leave stuff out and maybe put things on that shouldn't be there, but they're just what I can think of. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling on as usual. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and as always, like the video if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, guys, I've been Jason Black. You guys have been awesome. Take care.